Lovely people, hope everything's going well with you. Okay, so today's book chat is just going to be me kind of rambling on about covers I like. Having obviously said that I shouldn't buy books for covers, I do have some certain exceptions, and those tend to be older books. Okay, and by that I don't mean the beautiful old, hardbound gilt, that sort of thing, although I do have one. There's a cat arriving. Okay, so this is admittedly gorgeous. This came into the bookshop when I had my little bookshop in Australia, and yeah, I don't think it ever actually went on the shelf because it's just gorgeous. Look at those illustrations. Aren't they just beautiful? So okay, yeah, I small soft spot for those, but not so much, to be honest, because I kind of feel nervous reading them. Stop it. I sort of worry I'm going to damage them as well. Whereas my favourites tend to be those sort of pulp fiction, penny dreadful, sci-fi and horrors. Okay, so I have some awesome examples here. First one is Hideous Strength series. Is Hideous Strength? That Hideous Strength? Can't remember the name of the series now. But C.S. Lewis, and look at those covers. Aren't they cool? Absolutely brilliant. That one's not quite as exciting, but these are fantastic. And although I haven't actually reread them yet, so I can't talk about them in very much detail, I've sort of recollected them over the last year, mostly just because I do love those covers so much. But what I do remember from reading them when I was younger was the fact that he was writing these in sort of the mid-40s, which was before anyone really knew that much about Venus or Mars. So he was free to let his imagination just go completely wild. I mean, as I remember it, Venus was this real sort of nightmarish rainforest planet, and it was all a bit crazy. And it's always quite interesting to be able to go back and read books from an earlier period and see what people were thinking would be the future. See what we're thinking we would have achieved by now, what these planets that we were only just really learning about were going to be. So I'm looking forward to rereading them, even though obviously books written in that era do tend to be a little bit problematic with racism and sexism and other things like that, but I think it'll still be an interesting reread. Okay, so the other ones I've got here for you as well, they're also sci-fi. I do enjoy sci-fi, but I'm not big on some more technical stuff, the more science-heavy ones. Where I really enjoy sci-fi is where they're people-centered, and it tends to be about how we as humans react to these possible future situations, sort of ethical and moral dilemmas, or just how we think we'd survive in these future situations. So Philip K. Dick's one of my favourite authors for that. He's just fantastic, but unfortunately I don't have any really cool old books of his. What I do have is cool old books of John Wyndham. So these are lovely old Penguin books. So Day of the Triffids, which is most likely the one you'll have heard of. Oh, that was a bit boring. The Kraken Wakes. Love that illustration, just so cool. Absolutely brilliant. So Day of the Triffids, if you haven't read it, that's actually fantastic. I vaguely remember the TV show, and I think before that there was a movie as well, and they were pretty reasonable. But the book is fantastic, and there's still so much rings true about it today, because it's not really about the Triffids as such. I mean, that's the situation that arises. It's about how we as humans react to this massive earth-shattering event, and how we survive and how we help each other or don't. So that's where I really enjoy sci-fi, is where we sort of learn about humanity and our humanity by looking forward and putting ourselves in extreme situations. But yeah, so those are all awesome, just really cool covers that I really like. So tell me in the comments, do you have a soft spot for any particular style of book? Do you collect any books? Let me know, and I'd love to see photos or videos or anything like that too. So, fantastic. Bye.